I think there are some core lessons that I learned as a fellow at Riggs that I take with me to whatever setting I'm in. The first one actually is about my presence in the room with the patient. And one of the most powerful things that I learned through the culture, and by the culture I mean the practices, the ethos of Austen Riggs, is the value of slowing down and seeking to listen and unpack and continue to explore and be curious. And so that basic stance has served me extraordinarily well in all the kinds of clinical endeavors that I've participated in and have contributed to since I've left Riggs. In addition to that, I also learned a lot at Riggs about attending very closely to the relationship I have with my patients and learning to speak intimately in our relationship. And by intimately, I mean being able to speak about the ways in which my love, the patient's love, our hate, the way in which a whole range of different feelings become alive in our work together, and to be able to connect in an emotionally present way with patients is also something I gained here. The ability to sit with my anxiety, to be able to sit with my own reactions, metabolize those, and be in the room in a very human way with another person. And then the other, I think, third way that my Riggs training powerfully affected me and continues to inform me is the way I began to really think about individuals in context. And for me, that's not only about the individual in the context of the community and the roles that they take up, the roles they take up in the community, their family lives, but it's also a way of trying to really understand the way in which the person's kind of manifest problems make sense in the context of their whole life history and the multi-generational factors that contribute to where they are today. And that kind of understanding I have found to be still quite rare in the world of mental health care, having that kind of focus. And in fact, when I was at Menninger, one of the things that I powerfully linked to there was I was studying a lot of the work of Carl Menninger. And Carl Menninger wrote a fair amount about the meaning of diagnosis. And his writing talks about diagnosis as more than a descriptive diagnosis of these are the syndromes, but more about the kind of literal translation of the word diagnosis from the Greek means to know something through and through. And so for me, I began doing that here at Riggs, learning to understand people through and through, understanding the kind of nature of the multi-generational context, having true kind of knowledge or gnosis of knowing this person. And that is something that I continue to value, continue to bring to my work, in my consultations to others, to advise a process of slowing down, trying to really seek to understand the fuller context, whether that's for the patients I'm treating, the families, or even the organizations I lead and consult to, is how do we understand the context and really begin to formulate a layered way of understanding and a nuanced way of understanding. I would say that would be one of the primary lessons I learned at Riggs, and it continues to serve as a compass to my work every day.